Hi. When Russia invaded Ukraine, Random Acts partnered with Giles Dooley and Legacy of War and other organizations in Ukraine to try to help in any way we can. We did a bunch of different projects, but one of them was we funded or helped fund um, Olena Schevchenko's organization, which is called Women's March. Um, it's an organization that was founded to help LGBTQIA individuals um, and mothers and people in need around Ukraine. And when the invasion happened, they kicked into gear and started supplying people who were unable to get the essentials for daily life with the things that they needed in a very innovative, very scrappy way, doing work that the UN and the Red Cross and UNICEF were all unable to pull off, even though they had orders of magnitude more funding. So we saw what they were doing and we partnered with them. And I had a conversation with Olena about a year ago when I was in Ukraine. And I just wanted to share this conversation with you on the eve of my trip to return to Kyiv and to meet up with some people in Ukraine to discuss how the resistance to the war is progressing and what the prospects for peace are in Ukraine, and just how critical it is that the rest of the world continues to support Ukraine in the face of this invasion by this war criminal, Putin. So I'll be reporting from the field soon, but in the meantime, I wanted you to watch this video and see what some of the Random Acts dollars that we have collected have gone to. Thank you. Olena, can you tell us a little bit about what the money that we raised before is going to now for the shelters and the other work that you're doing?
So the most, let's say, crazy and still hard work for us is to manage shelters in a few cities. We organized it last year, then the war started. So we have two shelters in Lviv, which host altogether 42 families. And we have another one in Chernivtsi. Our primarily groups, it's LGBTQI people, but mostly women with children from the vulnerable communities who lost everything. For somebody, we are doing training courses, how to get a job, how to get new skills. We also have a number of psychologists who provide them support, individual consultations, and also group therapy.
I'll just say Random Acts is donating another $20,000 to your organization, and you were going to explain what you'll be able to do with that money.
Now, except the huge need of the diapers for babies and for adults, we also have the specific needs to support people who are still staying in those forgotten places, the small villages. When you are coming there, you just see the real problems and issues. So people usually don't have even the access to water. So they need to spend a few hours going somewhere for the poor water, clear water, and to take from somewhere like the food or something else. So they need the specific things which we want to buy now and send to them, so they can carry on those heavy things, and also specific tablets to purify water, so they have at least some access to these ones.
How are you getting these supplies to people in these remote locations?
We have volunteers who are going there directly. We have so many calls from, somebody who knows somebody, and we have a list of those people specifically living in Donbass, Luhansk, Kharkiv Oblast, and also on the occupied territories of Kherson, but still under heavy bombing.
Yeah, I think a lot of people maybe don't realize also Ukraine it's not a super rich country. The government doesn't have lots of resources for welfare and supporting people, especially during the context of a full-scale invasion from one of the biggest militaries in the world. Resources are stretched
So
thin.
many people, seriously, there is so many people who are under this line of poverty. And you know what, for instance, we did in the first months of the war? We just bought the cat and dogs carriers.
Mm-hmm. So people could,
5,000 of them.
really?
Yeah, just to give it to people because they don't want to live without their pets.
It's like getting basic things to people who are most in need.
And specific things.
And specific things, right?
Yeah.
So it's really, it's wonderful to be able to find someone like you and your organization and know and see the work that you're doing and know that it's actually going to the people who need the help. Thanks for letting us collaborate with you.
Thank you for your support. And
yeah.